Lesson 19, multiplying polynomials. If you have two binomials that you want to multiply, you can use what's called the FOIL method. So the first, outside, inside, and last. So FOIL is an acronym for first, outside, inside, last. Justin.
Well, I was talking to Max, and he was talking about how in his new school they're learning this and things.
Oh.
But that since he's went here and that he's in a junior class, everybody thinks he's like this nerd. But he said everybody there is like a jock and they're all kind of idiots and they don't know what a geometric sequence is. And he said that yesterday they talked about multiplying polynomials and they kept asking what a polynomial was and like, all this stuff. And Max was sitting here like, you guys are idiots.
Oh, they just haven't.
He only gets 10 problems a night and he gets 2 days to work on it.
Wait, we need a moment
And
of
on the
silence.
second day, the teacher walks through all the problems from the first day.
He's in the wrong class, and I'm videotaping, so we better just go stick with the lesson.
Yeah, he's like in the juniors.
Well, he needs to go to a different grade then.
He needs to go to high school. Being a sophomore to go to juniors.
Yeah. Okay. So first, so we're going back here. First means the first term in each binomial. So we're going to multiply the x and the 3x. So this is our first. So you get 3x times x. Then the outside means, if you look at the whole thing together, it's the outside numbers, or x times 4, and we add them together.
Is there a way to cheat to make this go faster?
Then we do inside, which is the two inside numbers, 7 times 3x. And then last is just referring to the last numbers in each binomial.
Doesn't always have to be a binomial.
Right, but we're just talking about binomials right now. So when we simplify, we get 3x squared plus 25x plus 28. And that would be those two binomials multiplied. You can also do a method that's the box method, where, dang it, you divide it up into 4 sections. You do your x plus 7 on the top, but since I wrote, anyway. And then you do 3x plus 4 along the side. And you're finding the area of each one by multiplying. So for this box, you would multiply 3x times x, 3x squared. Then you would do 3x times 7, which is 21x. And then you do 4 times x. And then this box would be 4 times 7.
This one's weird.
These two should be like terms. So you'll have 3x squared plus 25x plus 28, which is the exact same answer as this. There's another method called the vertical method that I'm going to show you. Grant, you have a question?
Why don't you just use the distributive property twice, like use the...
We're going to talk about that. Next, you're getting ahead of me.
Sorry.
So after the vertical method, we'll talk about distributive property. Zach?
Will it ever tell us to use the box method?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, good. 'Cause I don't like the box method.
Spencer?
So is this kind of the lesson where we start doing, like, solve the equation and it has like an x cubed, x squared, and then we have to like find the point wherever it is?
I'm not sure yet. I think right now we're just multiplying polynomials.
Okay.
Like, I don't think there's equal signs and stuff. The vertical method is just like when we multiply multi-digit numbers. So when we multiply numbers, we start in the ones place. We multiply it times each digit in the top number. So I'm just going to do 4 times 7 is 28. And it will be a positive 28. 4 times x will be 4x. Then you put a place value, just like you do when you're multiplying multiple digit numbers. Then we do 7 times 3x, or 3x times 7, 21x, and that's positive. Then 3x times x. And we add. So this is just like when we multiply big numbers together. Then we're going to do what's called the distributive property. So this is the one that Grant wanted to talk about, and here we go, we're going to talk about it. So we're going to, you take each term in the first binomial, multiply it by the entire second binomial. So we're going to do x times 3x plus 4. And then we're going to do plus 7 times 3x plus 4. Now if that were a minus sign here, we'd have a minus 7 times that, and then we'd have to remember to distribute the negative sign. So when we multiply, we get 3x squared plus 4x plus 21x plus 28, which is the exact same thing as all the others, because it's the same problem. So those are 4 different ways that you can multiply binomials. You can actually do trinomials using the box method and distributive method. Yeah, even the vertical method, you could do that. Spencer?
So will there ever be a question on the homework where we have to find the answer multiple ways, like use so many different methods?
Nope,
No.
you don't have to. Basically, I'm showing these ways because whichever way you feel most comfortable with, you can do it that way, unless the problem states otherwise. So we have some special products, and one of them is if you have the same 2 numbers in your binomial, but one is added and one is subtracted. This is called the difference of 2 squares, and when you simplify, the middle terms will cancel out and you'll get a squared minus b squared. And this subtraction problem is called the difference of 2 squares. Then if you have the exact same binomial squared, we still have some problems in our classes where we're just squaring each of the numbers in the binomial. Don't do that because we still have the middle term. There's a special expansion we do. It's called a squared plus 2ab plus b squared. So you have to remember that middle term. And if b is negative in your binomial and you're squaring it, it's the same expansion, only you put a negative sign in front of that 2. So a squared minus 2ab plus b squared. And that's our lesson for today, and we're going to do some lesson practice.